Welcome back to Decoding AI for You, the 5-minute deep dive. I want to start with a story that might surprise you. In 2018, one of the world's most technologically advanced companies, Amazon, built an AI system to streamline their hiring process. They wanted to make recruiting more efficient, reduce human bias, and find the best candidates faster. Sounds like a great use of AI, right? Well, they ended up scrapping the entire system. Why? Because it discriminated against women. The AI had taught itself that resumes from women were less desirable by pattern matching from past hiring data that reflected historical biases in the tech industry. This wasn't malicious. This wasn't intentional. But it happened because the AI learned from biased historical data, and this brings us to why we're here today. The Amazon example perfectly illustrates why AI ethics isn't just a nice to have. It's absolutely critical for any organization using AI today. With AI's incredible power comes enormous responsibility. When we deploy AI in our businesses, we're not just thinking about efficiency and profit anymore. We're introducing risks, bias, privacy breaches, unintended harm to people and communities. And here's the thing: regulators are watching. The public is watching. A single AI misstep can lead to legal issues, regulatory penalties, and devastating reputation damage that takes years to rebuild. Today, we're going to unpack the key principles of responsible AI, what I call the 5 pillars that every leader needs to understand. 1. Fairness, ensuring AI doesn't discriminate or create biased outcomes. 2. Transparency, being able to understand and explain AI decisions. 3. Privacy, protecting the data that powers our AI systems. 4. Reliability, ensuring AI works safely and as intended. 5. Accountability, having clear governance and ownership. These aren't just theoretical concepts. These are practical, actionable principles that can make the difference between AI success and AI disaster. Let's start with fairness. AI should be fair, meaning it should not discriminate or produce biased outcomes against any group of people. But here's the challenge: AI systems learn from historical data. And if that historical data contains biases, which it often does, the AI will learn those biases too. Imagine an AI system for loan approvals. If it's trained on historical lending data from decades past, it might learn that certain zip codes or demographic groups are riskier, not because they actually are, but because historical lending practices were discriminatory. The AI doesn't know it's being unfair. It just sees patterns in the data. But the result is the same: unfair treatment of qualified applicants. So what do? 3 key actions. 1. Test for bias regularly. Don't assume your AI is fair. Prove it. 2. Use diverse representative training data. Garbage in, garbage out applies to bias too. 3. Set fairness goals. Define what fair looks like for your specific use case. And if you find bias, fix it immediately, even if it means taking the AI offline temporarily. The cost of fixing bias is always less than the cost of perpetuating it. Next is transparency. Simply put, if your AI is making decisions that affect people, you should be able to explain how and why in plain English. No black boxes. No, the computer said so. If an AI denies someone a loan, rejects a job application, or flags a transaction as fraudulent, you need to be able to articulate the reasoning. This isn't just about ethics. It's about trust and compliance. Customers feel more comfortable when you can explain decisions. Regulators increasingly require it. And your own teams need to understand AI decisions to debug problems and improve performance. Some AI models are naturally more explainable than others. But even with complex models, there are tools and techniques to provide explanations. Explanation reports that highlight key factors. What-if analysis showing how different inputs affect outputs. Confidence scores that indicate how certain the AI is. My rule of thumb: if we can't explain it, maybe we shouldn't fully rely on it, at least not for high-stakes decisions. AI thrives on data, but with that data comes responsibility. We must handle personal and sensitive information with the utmost care. This means compliance with regulations like GDPR in Europe, CCPA in California, and similar laws worldwide. But it goes beyond just following the law. It's about respecting people's privacy and maintaining their trust. I see organizations make 3 critical mistakes. 1. collecting more data than they need. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. 2. Feeding sensitive data into external AI tools without proper safeguards. 3. Assuming anonymized data is truly anonymous. AI can sometimes re-identify people from supposedly anonymous datasets. Here's how to get it right. Data minimization, collect only what you need. Anonymization and encryption, protect data at rest and in transit. Clear data governance policies. Everyone should know the rules. Regular audits. Verify that you're actually following your own policies. Remember, a single data breach can cost millions in fines and immeasurable damage to your reputation. AI systems must be reliable and safe. They should do what they're supposed to do, when they're supposed to do it, without causing harm. This is obvious in life or death situations, medical AI, autonomous vehicles, safety systems, but it matters in every context. An AI that frequently makes mistakes erodes trust and can cause real harm to your business and customers. Reliability doesn't happen by accident. It requires rigorous testing before deployment, continuous monitoring after deployment, scenario testing, including edge cases and adversarial conditions, fallback procedures, when AI fails or behaves unexpectedly. We also need to think about AI security. Can the system be tricked or manipulated? Are there vulnerabilities that could be exploited? Just like you wouldn't deploy a new software system without security testing, you shouldn't deploy AI without understanding its vulnerabilities. The goal: treat AI like any other critical business system, with proper quality assurance, monitoring, and continuous improvement. Here's the most important point. People, not algorithms, are accountable for what AI does in your business. When AI makes a mistake, who's responsible? When AI causes harm, who answers for it? These aren't hypothetical questions. They're business realities you need to address before deploying AI. Effective AI governance requires clear ownership. Someone specific is responsible for each AI system, oversight committees, cross-functional teams that review AI deployments, written policies, your AI principles and procedures documented, regular reviews, ongoing assessment of AI performance and risks. And here's where leadership comes in. When leaders visibly commit to ethical AI use, organizations follow. When it's just a compliance checkbox, it fails. You need to set the tone. Make it clear that ethical AI isn't negotiable. Give your teams the resources and authority to do AI right, even if it means slowing down or spending more. Because the alternative, dealing with an AI disaster, is always more expensive than preventing one. A responsible AI checklist is as a powerful tool for ensuring ethical AI implementation across your organization. The most effective approach centers on 5 critical questions that address the core pillars of responsible AI. Each question represents a fundamental checkpoint that should be addressed before deploying any AI system. 1. Have we checked for bias? This question ensures teams actively test for discriminatory outcomes across different demographic groups and audit training data for historical biases. 2. Can we explain the AI's decisions? This addresses the need for transparency and interpretability, ensuring stakeholders can understand how the AI reaches its conclusions. 3. Are we protecting privacy? This covers data governance, regulatory compliance, and implementing privacy-preserving techniques throughout the AI lifecycle. 4. Have we tested for reliability? That is, does the AI do what we expect it to do? This requires clearly stating what the AI should and should not do. Once we articulated the expected behavior, we to comprehensively test, which includes stress testing, edge cases, and continuous monitoring to ensure consistent performance. 5. Who's accountable if something goes wrong? This establishes clear governance structures and assigns responsibility for AI outcomes and decisions. Let me bring this all together. Responsible AI isn't about slowing down innovation. It's about doing AI right so that it's sustainable and earns trust. When AI is fair, transparent, privacy-respecting, reliable, and accountable, it becomes a competitive advantage. Customers trust AI-driven services more. Employees feel confident using AI tools. Regulators view you as a responsible partner. Remember our 5 pillars. 1. Be fair, test for bias, and ensure equitable outcomes. 2. Be transparent. Explain AI decisions in plain language. 3. Respect privacy, protect data, and comply with regulations. 4. Ensure safety. Test, monitor, and maintain AI systems. 5. Stay accountable. Have clear governance and ownership. Most importantly, make responsible AI part of your culture. Train your teams. Build it into your processes. Make it a standard part of every AI project, not an afterthought. The companies that lead in AI ethics will be the ones that thrive as AI becomes more prevalent and more regulated. This is your competitive advantage. So here's what I want you to do. Don't just nod along and forget about this next week. Take action. First, create a responsible AI checklist for your next AI project. Second, start an AI ethics review process in your organization. It doesn't have to be complicated. Even a small work group can identify potential issues before they become problems. Third, communicate your commitment. As a leader, your words and actions set the tone. Make it clear that ethical AI is a priority, and your teams will follow. Here's my challenge to you. Make a commitment to responsible AI, and make it public. Share it with your team. Put it in your company values. Show your customers and stakeholders that you're serious about doing AI right. Because with great power comes great responsibility. And now you have the knowledge and tools to handle both. Thank you for your attention. The future belongs to AI-enabled organizations. Let's make sure yours is one of them. In our next video, we discuss future trends in AI. If you're interested in seeing more examples of how AI is used in small and large businesses, check out our more than 100 deep dive videos, which provide real-world examples of how AI is used in different industries. Thanks for watching Decoding AI for You. If you found this useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's keep exploring the future of AI together. And as always, stay curious, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next episode of Decoding AI for You.